Good day, everyone. My name is Ayo. We are currently in a serverless computing series. In this video, I'll be showing you the right way to make use of connection strings when working with a function app. I'll be sharing my screen now. Yeah, so I believe you can see my screen. So when you need to connect to a database, probably on Azure or somewhere else, there's always a need to connect to make use of connection string. That's one of such ways that we can use to connect to a database, and it's usually used quite often. Not necessarily the best approach, but it's a it's an approach that works. There are many ways to go about it. Some developers add codes the connection string within their code. Some adds it as like an hidden file as part of their program, as part of their code, but there's a good approach which I'll be showing us. So from our previous videos, so you can see the connection string over here, declared over here, and this was just copied from my database server. So I just copied this from so I will show us that where I copied it from when I'm sharing my screen for my browser. So this was just copied here. However, instead of doing it this way, what you should do is so we can see over here that I declared a variable. So this environment class is from the system package, which I already added over here. So we use this environment class and we use this get environment variable method, and we declare this variable. This is the variable we're actually declaring. This can be anything really. This variable can be anything, but it should be preceded by SQL Azure connection string, what we have here. So by doing this, this variable is what is of interest to us. So after creating this within our code, so let me just save this. I will be sharing my browser screen very soon. But let me just have this connection string working here. So this variable, so I can use the same variable for different methods in my code. So just this single line is what we need. It does not contain the actual connection string, but this variable here references the connection string. We are now going to go into our application to add the connection string to this variable. The connection string will be the value. So let me stop sharing, and I would be sharing my browser very soon. So let me share my browser. Yeah, so what I will do is, so this is my function app. So this is my function app that function in Visual Studio is connected to. So what I will do is to get this to work, I'll come to configuration. Is it configuration? Yes, I believe so. I'll come to configuration, then let this open. Then I will scroll down. Then underneath this connection string, I'll click on new connection string. Then the name of the connection string will be that name that we declared in our code, which I showed us previously. Then under the value will now be the actual connection string that should have been in our Visual Studio function. So it's much more safer here. So we'll add it here, then the type, you can see the different categories of database. In my own case, it's SQL Azure that I'm using. So with this, I can now click on OK, but because I already have this added, so I don't want to do it again. But you can see what I have here. You can see the value is hidden value over here. So I can delete this, I can add another one and the likes. And after doing that, and you know that the connection string was gotten from my SQL server. This is it here. I don't want to open it completely because I do not want to display the full connection string to the whole internet, but um it's over here and we can see it. So if I should run my let me test my program to see that it's really working. So let me go to my overview and get my function URL just to confirm that everything is working well. My network is a little bit slow, so bear with me. So let me pick get data since I'm using my browser. Let me get function URL. Let me copy this. Yeah, so let's see. So my database usually pauses occasionally. So sometimes it will take some time before it will first of all give a okay, it's working now. So we can see that it's connecting to the database directly and it's returning a result. So what we just did, the edit we made actually worked. So that's just the right way about when you are working with function application and you are building your functions on Visual Studio, you shouldn't have your connection string hard coded in your code. So one of the approach to mitigate against that is by adding it into your function app by going to configuration and adding a connection string. So I hope you find this video useful. Have a nice day.